right, so to wrap up the string of 4 movie or TV, whatever, movie adaptation comic books.
This wouldn't be an adaptation, I wouldn't call it that.
Well, not really, but this was the one started. It was like, hey, the Avengers are popular, and of course we didn't get around to it, but this is... Wait a minute, shit. We didn't even introduce the show. This is first issue.
Yes.
From firstissue.webcomicbeacon.com.
Yes, and I'm Marcus, by the way.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Fess. And this is Avengers, but Sugar Babies, Charleston Chew, and Sugar Daddy presents Avengers, #1 from Marvel Comics.
If you can't tell by the back.
Can't tell by the back. Look at that.
Yeah.
One of the things that set this out is I picked this up and it's like, what the hell?
There's trading cards.
There's Tag Bard in the center.
Yeah, there's like trading cards you can cut out. They're not even perforated.
Oh, you're right.
Nope.
Holy cow.
Yeah. They are not perforated.
And there's a big ad. Oh, salute the Avengers on their 30th anniversary with the great taste of Charleston Chew.
Yeah. Sugar babies and sugar daddies. Which is actually kind of fucked up when you think about those names.
Sugar baby,
It didn't
sugar
mean
daddy.
that back then.
Yes, it did. My
didn't they
God,
have
it
sugar
did for
mommies?
decades before that.
They're the babies.
Yeah.
The women were sugar babies, the men were the... As far as where the names go.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Avengers cover, or Avengers...
babies.
No, it's the other way around.
Like, hey, baby.
Yeah.
That's...
Like
somehow that makes it creepier.
Like, you're my sugar baby, I'm your sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Avengers cover.
Anyways,
Take a look at this cover.
The team jackets, holy shit. Well, only like 3 of them are wearing them, but still...
I don't know. I kind of like the short leather jacket. It looks a little badass to me.
It can. It definitely can when they have it in good setups. Like,
But I love that they put the women in it.
The Eternal chick,
usually they'd be, kind of cold in their outfits.
What's her name? She was one of the Eternals. Or one of the... I can't remember what the hell her deal was, but she was from the moon at any rate. But, like... yeah, like she looks awesome in it.
She can make it work.
Yeah, and the Black Knight here looks pretty good in it. Captain America...
is that who that is?
Yeah, it's Black Knight.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about Captain America. It looks okay, but it kind of really cuts up his whole design here.
Yeah, it kind of clashes.
But the thing is, I wish...
He's also like... He already has long sleeves on.
Exactly. Like, I kind of wish Hercules was wearing it. Like, it would fit on him.
Well, it'd be hard to fit over the armor. Maybe under the
big
armor.
One.
Maybe under the armor.
Why does Hercules have armor?
I don't know. Why is Hercules, the Roman version, proclaims later in this comic that he's the son of Zeus, which is the Greek version of his father?
It's Marvel's own version.
If he was Heracles, then Zeus is his father. If he's Hercules, Jupiter is his father. Anyway, the Vision isn't wearing one. He's a fucking traitor.
Well, he's got that cloak, and that helps him to fly and be magical. Right?
He's a robot.
Helps him fly and be magical.
Well, he kind of is a magic robot, but anyway.
So this comic...
Magic robot.
And the Black Panther's not wearing one, but I don't think he's on the
And I
team
love that
at the
there's
time.
a spoiler right on the cover.
Yeah, they have the
Where?
friggin'... It's a vibranium, the creature that...
Yeah, but this is a #1. I don't know who the hell these assholes are.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
True. Anyway.
Except, is this Loki down
that's a
there?
spoiler.
No,
too.
I wish it was, but it's not.
That's the El Diablo!
Yeah, Diablo, the alchemist. Go figure.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Some Charleston Chew.
Yeah.
So this cover...
The cover fits for 90s shit,
It's
Yeah.
a little...
It's the,
Like,
let's
right
run
here.
at each other!
Yeah. Dude, have you ever seen the intro to X-Men? That's what they do at the end of it.
I know, but here's the thing. It's like all the villains, I'm going to assume they're the villains here, look pretty good here, but then you got this big mess of all these different colors with this sort of tan background.
Yeah,
and
the background could be better.
Yeah, I'm not big on the tan background. Maybe it's supposed to be Sugar Baby's color.
You know, this is probably... I hope this was vacuum sealed or sealed with, like,
Candy?
candy in it. That would have been awesome.
That would have been, but it probably didn't.
So...
It probably came with, like, if you ordered so many candies for your local gas station, then they'd give you one of these.
So, I wonder if I scanned this. Charleston Chew is chewy, chocolatey, vanilla, long chocolate, lasting fun. Join the Chew crew.
And strawberry, you missed that.
Chocolate and strawberry.
That ad looks like you ate 1992.
Yeah, it does, and threw it up.
1993. I liked 1990s ads.
Yeah, well, because they try so hard to get your attention. It's adorable.
Was ever like wiggling and shaking?
Yeah. And
That's how I remember the early
friggin'
90s.
neon and shit, because the 80s hadn't completely gone out of style yet.
Yeah.
So
Saved by the Bell.
Oh.
Best example of the time.
Very, very good example.
Anyway,
Sadly.
Proceeding to...
We're going to Wakanda, which will look completely different every time someone draws it.
Yep.
What is Wakanda?
Wakanda
Is
it's a fictional African nation that Black Panther comes from.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where vibranium comes from.
Yep.
Captain America's shield is made of vibranium, which absorbs all vibrations,
And the energy,
which
yeah.
doesn't really make any sense.
Not really, but the idea is just that, okay, you can't destroy it.
Yeah.
Long story short, it's like adamantium, but better.
Well, besides from being very strong, vibrations is a different idea, and it has some potential for
It's supposed to be a different
idea.
idea. They very rarely do anything other than it's adamantium. I mean, that's why in the Ultimate world, they don't have vibranium. It's just all adamantium. Captain America's shield is adamantium in that world.
And that's dumb.
They just said fuck.
Anyway, so the Avengers are here to
celebrate something.
To celebrate something, but one of the characters...
And there are a whole bunch of them, and if you don't know your Avengers,
don't
you're
know.
a fuck.
No, yeah.
I know Captain America, and that's
about all you... I mean, they say that there's names, but it doesn't... Oh, Crystal, that's her name. Anyway,
Yeah.
the crazy chick who actually looks good in
And
the
then
shirt.
there's Dane.
Hercules.
They keep referring to him as Dane. It's like, who the fuck is Dane?
Yeah, like, don't do that, guys.
What is this? This orange-haired girl? What's her name? Crystal, you said?
Crystal, yeah.
Why does she have her mask in the back of her head?
That's just her headband. I don't know. I never read anything with her and Black Bolt and the rest of those idiots.
Okay, because it looks like she has her mask on backwards.
Well, she's from the...
She's from the goddamn moon!
Well, she's from the Black Bolt family. It means it's a Kirby design, which means there's
Yeah.
all sorts of crazy shit going
Crazy
on.
shit, yes.
And we love it because we love Kirby.
So we got our bad guys that...
Okay, bad guy turns up and he says, I am El Diablo, master of alchemy.
Here's a crazy thing. I thought that Captain America was taunting himself because the speech bubble is going towards him.
I know.
And he's like, haha, Avengers, how good of you to come into my abode. And then it turns out it's this
It's
fucking
El Diablo.
it's the dime store Loki is who the hell he is.
Yeah.
Master of alchemy!
You know what? Oh god.
Which means science me don't really want to bother explaining.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like it's magical science. That's kind of Marvel's thing.
So he presents his Masters of Alchemy!
That's like Monsters of Rock.
Yeah.
I would have preferred Monsters
I don't
of
understand
Rock.
how they're masters if they're just golems, basically.
We got titanium, neon, carbon, phosphorus, plutonium, and cobalt.
Cobalt.
Cobalt is kind of a puss. The rest of them are decent.
I love that, you can kind of see where the other one, titanium,
Yeah.
neon, well, the glowy thing.
Neon's
all right,
cool.
Well,
great.
neon, it's
Carbon.
a stable gas that shouldn't really be able to do anything.
But it's
Yeah,
but
but it
remember
glows.
the 80s were still in style, so neon means crazy lights.
But it's not pink or blue. That's
It's
my
not, but
disappointment.
No,
Yeah.
but carbon, I can see carbon
Yeah,
being a
carbon
monster,
be tight.
phosphorus burns, all right,
Burns the
great,
fuck
great.
out. That'd be
Plutonium, badass, all right.
Yeah,
It's Explosion Man.
Basically,
Yeah,
he looks like
but-
Explosion Man too.
And then there's cobalt, which is blue.
Yeah, and
I mean-
brittle.
Which almost doesn't
really-
look like anything. It just looks like, there's a rock formation in the
Yeah,
back.
it's like, hey, look at that. I didn't notice cobalt at first, to be honest with you.
So cobalt is a brittle hard metal resembling iron and nickel in appearance. Cobalt has a magnetic permeability approximately 2/3 of that of iron. It is frequently obtained as a byproduct of nickel, silver, lead, copper, and iron ores and is present in meteorites. So really,
Magnetism?
magnetism, and it's a brittle hard metal.
Yeah, brittle.
Well, diamond's also a brittle hard metal. I mean, you can just smash.
Diamond's not a metal.
Right.
Anyways,
It's a mineral. so-
all it means is if Cobalt fought Magneto, there would be no fucking contest. It would be like a 1 second fight.
So, this is...
He's blue.
Yep.
Apparently, we're also supposed to see Avengers 188 for reference.
Hell no.
I'm not going to keep buying this all the way through.
No, I don't want to.
Not for the one that's sponsored by Sugar Daddies.
So what's the point of this comic?
To make you feel like, hey, the Avengers are cool, I want to read more, but it just isn't doing it right now, because if you brought in somebody as a villain that I cared about, because granted, let's pretend you're a kid in the 90s, and you're maybe one of your first Marvel Comics, your first Avengers, because X-Men was huge at this time. Nobody cared a damn about the Avengers. That's just what the fact of the matter. There were 100 X titles and like 2 Avengers titles. No one cared. So let's say you do, and you're like, you know what? I want to see what Captain America's like. And you don't get any backstory or ideas about any of these people. You might know Hercules just from mythology. And be like, okay, well, there's 2 people I know. How about the villain? Show me someone cool. Doctor Doom. Maybe import some X-Men with Magneto. Magneto does shit everywhere. He doesn't care. You know, just bring in someone we recognize and care about. Maybe Loki, you know, or, I don't know, Hades, somebody. No.
Okay.
They brought in Diablo the Alchemist.
We have 4 pages into this comic. I would like to count the number of characters we have been introduced to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
13.
Cobalt.
12.
Cobalt's 13.
13.
See, Cobalt falls in the background. No one gives a shit about him. Everyone forgets.
That's a lot of characters to manage in
4 pages.
So apparently, the bad guys, the main villain is trying to say, you might remember these, my new found allies. Let me refresh your memory. Some time ago, a different group of Avengers encountered hostile alien forces at a Russian nuclear facility. These elements of doom...
Did you say nuclear?
Nuclear. These elements of doom had supplanted?
Supplanted.
Yeah, that's a word.
Supplanted human beings with energy constructs based on elements of the periodic table. The Avengers defeated the elements and buried them under a mass of molten stone and steel. This reactor later experienced a meltdown, and the entire facility was buried in cement to protect the public.
Like E.T. the game.
Yeah, and I love this totally... There's a meltdown at some point, had nothing to do with anybody, and no one noticed. They just buried it. Anyway, he went in and got them.
Yeah, they're
Long story short, he's grabbed them. He's like, hey, you guys were under this thing. I brought you out. Let's go. Be my minions, and don't ever say anything that I don't tell you to say.
Why start world conquest in Wakanda, Diablo?
Yes.
Good question, actually.
Yeah, really.
Well, right here, my cat says, vibranium, my friend, Wakanda's greatest national resource.
Yeah, this is the only country on Earth that has vibranium.
Yes, vibranium, the metal that absorbs all kinetic energy.
What is Diablo of a Fu Manchu?
He's evil!
Because he's vaguely ethnic.
I don't even know if that's even true. I think he's just... I think they just ran out of names for devil, because they had a Lucifer already.
Okay, I like this panel here. Whisper. I smell whispering!
What the fuck?
I know! Look! It smells of whisper!
He smells the damn whisper.
So we get a...
Oh, he is! Yeah, that's right. I forgot he was... he says K. I forgot. Yeah, he is...
K?
Latino.
He's a Latino.
I figured, but it still...
Which means he has a Fu Manchu.
Oh, he has hostages there too, I suppose.
He has hostages?
Oh my god, there's more characters.
I read this entire thing and forgot he had hostages.
It's not that long, Marcus.
It isn't. That's what's sick about it. Anyway, they start fighting. Blah, blah, blah. Punch. Fireball. Hit. Somehow the Black Knight ends up with Captain America's shield temporarily.
Yeah.
Oh, I also like the... Ooh, I've been hitting the technobabble.
Yeah.
I did it! I reversed the polarity of the blade, caused an electron field dispersion. Oof!
Yeah. I don't know what. Someone was watching too much Next Generation, okay? And then some shit happens. He grabs his shield. Some other shit happens. Hercules punches someone.
Carbon turns into diamond, and that doesn't last long.
Yeah.
Carbon diamond gets blasted into plutonium.
Yeah.
And then he becomes carbon again.
No, that's whatever the fuck that one was. Titanium.
Titanium. Yeah.
I know.
They look the damn same, especially when they color them the same.
This one's slightly green hued. This one's slightly green blue hued.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, that one's green and that one's green. Okay. And Phosphorus you just understand because he's fiery.
Yeah.
And he just tosses them in a bucket. Like I think this guy became the ooze that the Toxic Avenger fell into.
I love the little basic chemistry lesson we're given in these few panels.
Oh, they always do that.
See what you can do about controlling his air supply while I put these barrels of machine oil to good use. My flame is dying! That's right, Phosphorus. On this world, you need oxygen to create fire, and our resident inhuman is removing the air from around you.
Inhuman, not eternal. That's right. That's what she is.
Since chemists store raw phosphorus in oil, this barrel should keep you without oxygen for a long, long time.
He's murdering this man, by the way.
Not that oil is, flammable
True.
at all.
But
Well, if you keep it
It would have gone.
It would have, should have, yeah, he should have become like super phosphorus for a while, and then maybe he could
I
have
know.
dropped him. Either way, he just murdered somebody.
At that same moment, mere feet away, T'Challa faces an
T'Challa.
unseen foe. An explosion, but there was nothing there unless. Show yourself! What are you? I know you're here. Daryl, I'm just.
Invisible.
And then he starts smelling whispers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's smelling the whispers.
And then whatever, he's like, shit.
Yeah, oh, there's another one. It's hydrogen, and it's filled my lungs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to breathe oxygen into this, hydrogen into this live wire.
And then the Hindenburg crashes.
Yeah.
And now it's Diamond Plutonium back for revenge.
Oh shit! That'd
Yeah,
be
it's
something.
like
And-
use like friggin' go tanks and shit.
No, this
I
is,
love it. Just looks like a popcorn ball.
It does. it looks terrible, but it's a cool idea where it's like, now I'm plutonium, but I also have armor. It is friggin' made of diamond. What now? I'm like, that's actually pretty cool. Even though it looks like shit, but with a better design, it would be awesome.
And then the Vibranium monster comes out.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. Like, some dude got dropped into a chamber and he becomes vibranium, and for some reason he's talking like Sinistar. He's like, I hunger. And I'm like, okay. Go jump into an arcade machine and mess with the last Starfighter.
yeah.
Leave us alone.
He stops the bad guy element,
Diamond,
and
plutonium.
then just sort of walks. Isn't he a bad guy?
He's supposed to be a bad guy, but I guess if you put a good person into a power making machine, they're not going to turn evil automatically. So he's just like, all right, I done ate, so I'm going to be a good guy now. Bye-bye.
Yep.
That's what he does.
Do.
And so
Like, we totally won, yay! And Diablo.
this might be just a number one.
Yeah, I think that's all it was because they completed the story. There ain't shit else to do.
It says the end at the end. So Sugar Babies, Charleston Chew, and Sugar Daddy presents Avengers number one. Thoughts?
Okay.
I feel like we're dogging all these comics this month.
No, we
Ma'am.
don't have any real winners here.
Because the thing is, I'll give it a meh because, okay, right now, it would fail as an adult trying to read this thing. As a little kid in 1993, this might work if all you care about is ass whooping and you just stop reading.
And you kind of know the characters.
And you know who the hell any of these people are. I mean, like, I happen to know the names of most of them, but... Well, actually, all of them, when I think of it. But they don't care, because... Why? I was never an Avengers fan. What do you want from me? To me, they're basically Sentinels with different colored costumes, because they let the Sentinel program run rampant. All the anti-mutant shit the government was putting out. They work for the government. They said nothing. Fuck the Avengers. Except for the movie versions, because that doesn't happen there. But as far as this is concerned, meh, because fuck it now. It might have been good if you were a little kid and you didn't read any of it, because the dialogue will drive you off.
I'm going to say fail because it really didn't introduce any of the characters at all for number one. And because they ripped off the Metal Men.
Yeah, they did. Holy shit, I forgot about the Metal Men. Yeah. DC should have sued somebody.
So, looking at this as a number one, with especially when it says in the comic, be sure to look at Avengers number 188. And it's like, what?
That's
This is Avengers 1. What are you talking
that's
about?
Marvel, man.
But
Yeah.
so it's as a number one. What is it supposed to do? I don't know who the hell these characters are.
Well,
All right,
because
Captain
they-
America. I know
yeah.
Captain America.
They're gonna punch people every issue.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of things you kind of are supposed to know. I mean, something with these bad guys could have been really interesting, but it was just kind of short and
It's
crammed.
like 3 panels. They tell you where they come from.
Yeah, so
I don't know, I might feel better if they gave me candy.
maybe that was the tactic. So, but I'm gonna have to give this a fail as well, because it sets up a number one with assuming that you know a lot of shit already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. Who the hell are these characters? Granted, I don't know only just the Avengers movie from 2012. I know that there's like other characters, but these other characters that absolutely know is like Hercules.
Yeah.
When has Hercules ever, what?
Yeah, if all you have seen of the movies, this makes no goddamn sense. They'd be like, Captain America in an ugly jacket. And that's
like, no other characters, have no idea. Yeah. But, so that was Sugar Baby's Charleston Chew, and Sugar Daddy presents Avengers! #1 and only one.